This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by Tenshu Z for the Xbox 360, GoDaddy.com,
and duck nuggets. Tender chunks of juicy duck meat in a nugget form.
4% duck, come on.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com. Hello, welcome to Diggnation episode number 102. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation covers some of the hottest user-submitted stories on the social news website, dig.com. That's digg.com.
Yes.
Wow, 102, 102, the big 102 say.
102. We are in San Francisco,
We are
sitting in my apartment.
back in your pad, and we have got some Cerveza del Pacifico, a.k.a. Pacifico.
It is good stuff.
You know, it's really nice. It's nice to get a nice crisp, you know what, and it's a good Southern California beer, even though we are in Northern California.
Yes, yes. What is going on? Oh, prayer caught my cat on fire before the show.
It's always good.
Yep. There was tea and
Burning kitty.
burning cat.
There's a lot of hot pussy in the kitchen.
Right. And yes.
Yes.
Where do you go with that?
I flew in from San Diego,
Right.
which is really
I didn't know you
cool.
came in from San Diego. You didn't tell me that.
I didn't tell you that yet.
You mentioned something about it.
Yeah, I flew up from San
What were
Diego.
you doing down there?
My grandmother was having an art exhibit. Yeah, it's going for this week. Although you're not going to see this before it's out because it is Wednesday of this week.
Right.
So by the time you see this, you will have just seen pictures.
So, what kind of art does she make?
She actually sculpts in styrofoam.
How old is she?
She is 89.
Is it really shitty and you can't say anything?
No, it's really good, actually.
Is it good?
Yeah, I'm always surprised. No, I mean, she's great. She actually had been an artist all her life. She used to draw maps in World War II. She
Right.
drew maps.
Oh, that's cool.
She also did pattern making back in the day. But anyway, yeah, so it's actually the first time she's ever displayed her artwork.
What's a pattern making?
You know how like you could buy patterns to like make dresses and stuff
Ah, yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day?
Yeah.
She would actually draw the pattern.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nice lady. But anyway, so I flew up, and I have to say, it was only 5 minutes longer.
How does that work?
I don't know. I think something about the equator.
I never get that either. Every time I drive up from like San Francisco, it's or from Las Vegas, it's like the same distance to Sacramento as it is to San Francisco.
That's weird.
Still don't understand.
Roads are weird.
I know it splits
I hate
fair.
Earth.
Earth is
People.
cool.
That's good. I went
true.
up in a small plane.
Well, oh, you flew.
I did. I flew up.
You took your
Piper.
first test.
I didn't take a test or anything, but I went up with a buddy of mine because I'm thinking about getting my pilot's license.
That's
And I
interesting.
had to see if I would like flying in a small plane.
What did you think?
Loved it.
Really?
It's great. So much
So
better than
I'm thinking about
helicopter.
trying it out.
Oh, you would really like it, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
It's very squidgy.
I'm okay with squidgy.
Yeah, but you can totally see how it's under control. And I was like talking to my buddy. I was like, "So what? Like, what happens if the engine dies?" And he was like, "Oh," and he went, "Brrr," and we just was like, "Brrr."
Oh, you're just coasting.
"Yeah,
So you can land, no problem.
oh, easy peasy, beautiful girl."
Oh, okay, cool.
And then the other thing is that if you turn, I mean, they want to fly so much more than a helicopter, Jesus. But if you turn, the helicopter was like, "Please don't flip over." That's flying helicopter.
I hate that.
But in a plane, like he was like, yeah, and I tried a couple banks and pulled up and went down, and very much video games helps that.
Mm-hmm.
But then he was like, yeah, check it out. So we banked to the left and they let go, and the plane straightened out. Because it wants to fly straight. Like, it's designed so much. It really, like, when you turn the engine on, it, like, wants to get off the ground.
Was it a Cessna or what was
It
it?
was a Piper.
Piper.
Basically, it's a Cessna, but the wings are underneath.
How much does it cost if you wanted to pick up, like, I mean, I always say the $99, try your first flight, like this kind of thing. Oh, dude, speaking of which, anyway, keep going. Not speaking of which.
You were talking.
No, I got to
You're like, you know, it's like, anyway, keep going.
I don't know why,
You were talking.
but in mid-sentence, I realized that I got a new laptop, and I hadn't said anything about it yet.
Oh,
And my
congratulations.
brain was like, laptop's important. And then,
I just killed my brain.
so.
Well,
all right.
congratulations on the new laptop.
Yes, yeah, brand new Apple laptop. It's the new 2.4 gigahertz,
Yes,
4 gigs of RAM,
of course.
200 gigabyte hard drive.
Fancy.
smoking fast. Oh, it has the new LED screen.
Yeah.
So they put LED backlights instead of the mercury ones that are killing the environment.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's good stuff.
So anyway.
Yes. Flying fun.
Flying was really, really fun. It was $120 an hour to fly.
Yeah, that's a little pricey.
But here's the cool part. You only pay for the amount of time the engine is on. So you could theoretically rent a plane to fly to, Catalina and then fly back. And you only pay. You can stay there all day, and you only pay for the flight time.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And it takes an hour to fly down to San Diego. I'm like, dude.
Does that include gas?
An
It
hour?
does include gas.
Wait a second. An hour to fly to San Diego? Oh, from LA.
From LA.
I was going to be like, that's a jet.
No. I think it'll be about 3 maybe to get
Could
from
you,
here to LA.
would you do it? Like, would you fly up here if you got your license?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Sure, fuck yeah. I mean, but like literally when you show up, they give you the keys, you walk out onto the tarmac, get in the plane, turn it on, and take off.
Oh, that's so badass.
There's no like
Dude,
waiting
talk
for
about-
security, getting dropped off, getting in the line, getting your ticket, sitting there waiting for it to board, none of that shit.
Talk about pimp for, like, take your girlfriend out.
Dude.
Done.
One of the guy I went up with, I asked him if he'd ever like taken a trip, and he said that he took his girlfriend to the Casino Morongo, which
Right.
is like halfway to Palm Springs. They have an airplane, like an airport. So he literally rented a suite, flew from Santa Monica Airport to Casino Morongo,
Right?
spent the night, dinner, gambling, hanging out, woke up in the morning, hopped in the plane, flew back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like a 45-minute flight.
I might try one of those because there's a little airport outside of San Francisco where you can go and do the first $99 one.
You should. I mean,
I just want to see what it's all about.
Yeah, it's worth
No,
it's worth
don't
going.
scratch the couch.
God damn it, Prager. Just kidding. It was bad. Anyway, well, let's get into it. So
yes.
planes flying's awesome.
Okay, first story, really sad one actually. This kind of killed yesterday night when everyone found out. Mr. Wizard has died.
Yeah.
And says, rest in peace, submitted by Typical. Says, Mr. Wizard, the man who taught science to millions of geeks when we were kids, died today of cancer.
Mr. Wizard.
I know.
Did you watch Mr. Wizard?
Oh, dude, did I ever?
I loved Mr.
After
Wizard.
school, Mr. Wizard, so for the kids out there that haven't seen Mr. Wizard, back like 15 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Maybe it was even, oh my gosh, it was even longer than that. That's sad.
15 is, yeah.
15, yeah. Anyway, he was cool. Because he would basically almost show you how to blow stuff up, but he wouldn't quite get there. Like he'd be like, here's a volcano, and if you add, baking soda and vinegar, it erupts like this. And he's like, don't put this in a bottle and close the cap because it'll explode. Then
you're
course you put
Look what Mr. Wizard told us not to do.
Exactly.
I remember the episode where they tried to get the straw up the side of the building.
Right. And you were always like, there's no way they're gonna do that. And
Well,
then Mr. Wizard figured it out.
Dude, Mr. Frickin' Wizard. That's really too bad. I mean, obviously people have to go. It's like when Mr. Rogers.
Oh, dude,
You know
Mr.
what I
Rogers
mean?
was
Like,
even worse. Mr. Wizard is pretty bad though, but Rogers was even harder. Now, I have to say, bonus, not really a bonus, not really a bonus.
Guess
but
who else died? But it was a bonus.
on the plus side, I discovered that Mr. Wizard has a 32 DVD box set that you could go and get of all of his original
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool. Was he on Nickelodeon?
I think so. Kind of growing up, this laptop is big compared to the last one.
Welcome to my world.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, long live. Oh, God. I don't know what I'm saying.
Actually not
Rest in peace.
long
Rest
live. Yeah,
rest in
rest
peace.
in peace.
That's what I'm looking for.
Not that poor man died.
Right.
Long live that guy who just died.
The memory of him.
Yeah. All right. Well, next story. Connery not returning for Indiana Jones 4. 1,507 people dug the story submitted by Bargain Music. I thought long and hard about it. This, of course, is Sean Connery talking. And if anything could have pulled me out of retirement, it would have been Indiana Jones films. He's retired?
Yeah, he retired a while ago.
I think we talked about it on the
He
show.
hits women too. Remember that?
Oh, Jesus.
Did you see it, man? You saw
Yes,
that?
of course I
It was
saw it.
Crazy.
I love working with Stephen and George, and it goes without saying that it is an honor to have Harrison as my son. But in the end, retirement is just too damn much fun.
Yes.
Dude, if you're Sean Connery and you're not working,
You're chilling.
you are fucking chilling.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm Sean Connery.
Dude,
I'm gonna
is he married?
Hotel. I think so.
Did you say what?
I'm gonna shit in a hotel. I meant sit, but he's Scottish, so I'm gonna I'll shit in this hotel. It's a nice bathroom.
That's all you do if you're Sean Connery. You just go from hotel to hotel.
Shitting in hotels.
Drop the deuce on the table and walk out.
It's like, excuse me, where's your boardroom?
That's right.
I've got a mean digger on board.
So Indiana Jones 4.
So basically,
I'm excited. I didn't like him as the dad.
What?
It was weird.
Oh,
Because I want to watch Indy kick some butt. I don't want to watch like his dad be like old and can't keep up, and you're like, come on, there's bad guys coming, hurry.
Well, I think that 1 was the point. But 2, what are you talking about?
That was my least favorite of the Indiana Jones series.
Wow. What was your favorite? The first one?
Dude, Temple of Doom. What are you talking about?
Wow, that is awesome.
What, you don't like Temple of Doom? No. Raiders of the Lost Ark, sorry.
Yeah, I was
Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Like, it really, Raiders of the Lost Ark by far.
Yeah.
Dude, come on.
Oh, The Last Crusade I enjoyed very much. So anyway, so he said that, with all the rumors that are coming, I mean, huge rumors spiraling around Indiana Jones 4. But so he decided he would actually come out and say something about it on Lucasfilm's website. He actually said, just so I can clear it up, I'm retired, I'm going to stay retired.
Right.
Now, it would be awesome if this is a PR stunt and that the trailers come out and he's in it, but I don't think
that's not going to happen.
No, it's not that smart. All right, next story.
Next story, Safari on Windows. As we all know, Macworld, or WWDC was this week, Worldwide Developers Conference for Macs. Title says it all. Title says it all. Submitted 2 days ago by Digger Twit with 9,048 digs. Safari on Windows. So this was kind of a big thing to come out of.
Well, we talked about this.
Oh, all right.
We talked about this like a week or 2 ago, something like that. That Safari. Hello.
There you go.
What's up, kitty?
Oh, dude!
She attacked me.
You freaked her out, and she just hit her head on the laptop. Prager, quit laughing. Prager is burned by cat today, and now he laughs when she gets hurt.
Kitty. I didn't realize that would scare the cat.
But dude, you gotta be careful. She is a shelter cat.
But this is the thing. You say she's a shelter cat. She came out and met me the first time. She was laying on my lap, purring, jumping around, chasing flies and shit.
She had been here a few days, so she's starting to get comfortable, and then Prager burns her.
She's a party cat. She's been drinking stuff. And clearly that was graceful. Not quite for me, as I was being attacked by your cat.
I think we should watch it in slow-mo.
No, we're not slow-moing it.
No slow-mo.
All right.
But, a couple weeks ago or a week ago, we talked about the fact that the only penetration that Safari has is 1.9%.
Oh, it's higher than that. It's like 4%.
No, it's 1.95. That was the thing. Remember when we talked about Firefox being 25%? The penetration for Safari is 1.95.
They're claiming right around 4% or so, or I don't know. I think it would be a little bit higher than that. On Dig, we see it much higher than that, of course.
Well, of course, because that's 90% of the people that use Dig use Macs.
That's not true.
Yeah.
It's really not true.
But I'm gonna say first off, you're not using Safari.
I don't.
And I don't think most people use Safari. Like IE, most people that have Macs probably use. Well, I feel like people with Macs know more about how to download Firefox.
Right. Well, if you're a new user to your Mac, of course, like my mom has a Mac and she uses Safari because she doesn't know there's this thing called Firefox.
Right.
It's like the IE on Windows thing for the noobs. But for me personally, I love the extensions that are in Firefox. So and there's a couple add-ons for like Safari that you can install and kind of work themselves in.
Yeah.
There's Inquisitor, which is a really cool kind of search extension for it. But honestly, it's not just there. It's not there. So
Firefox, it just seems like it's more geared towards people that know what they want. That they want something more than just a window to the internet.
Right. So how do you feel about this being a Windows user? How do you feel about Safari? I mean, you don't care, right?
The only people that would use Safari would be the people that would be using IE and not know that they could install another version of any software. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And the only people who even would be interested in using Safari on Windows would be people that would know how to go out and download a different browser.
Right.
And all of those people are going to use Firefox.
Right.
So I think you will probably see a minimal footprint
I agree.
on Windows.
This was the
That
most
said-
confusing thing to me.
No, I know.
Everyone
It
was
doesn't
kind of
make
sitting
sense,
around
yeah.
being like, why is Apple... See, that's why I think they're...
Because it's not like iTunes, where it's
Right.
like it
It's-
brings something that it's not available.
Right.
You know what I mean? Although now they have the Zune marketplace, which is sort of like it, but still.
Something is not right here. Do you know what I mean? Like, Apple has something else going on behind the scenes. There's a reason...
We can think.
There's one thing that somebody brought up that I thought was pretty interesting is that the browser inside of the iPhone is based on WebKit, which is what Safari is based on.
Right.
So what they're saying, and this is very true, is for all the developers that want to develop web applications for the iPhone, but don't want to go out and buy an iPhone, they can do it directly within Safari. So it's good for the developers and from that standpoint. The Windows developers that want to make web applications for the iPhone.
Right, but you just mean WAP stuff.
No, it's a full-blown browser.
Right. Right, but I mean, it's on a small... Right, but are you saying... Yeah, but if you're developing something specifically for the phone, I'm assuming you would
just
develop it on a
testing it.
smaller scale. And,
Right. You're just testing it out. Like, dude, there was a...
yeah, no, that makes sense. And that's probably why they want to do it.
Like,
because there aren't any third-party applications right now for the iPhone.
There's no way to kind of simulate it. Here's a great story that was about the iPhone Dig interface. So check this out. This is actual live code that will be running on the iPhone that you'll be able to run on the iPhone. It's a interface for Dig. Uses the API. You click on it, and then look how it scrolls. It's just like the iPhone. You flick it with your hand.
Right, but now this is all... See, here's the thing that this is my one worry about the iPhone, is all this shit costs so much money. Data plans for the phones suck.
They're like, it's going to be like $40 or whatever.
Yeah, 40 extra bucks just so I can check my email on my iPhone? I'm not interested. You know what I mean? Like, especially because with the Wi-Fi capability, I can just go to dig.com.
Well, that you'd be able to do.
Wi-Fi.
That you'd be able to do. So if you didn't want to pay the data phone, or the data plan, you could just jump on Wi-Fi and just use this only when you're around hotspots that support it.
Yeah, now that I'm almost more willing to pay the $29 a month to get T-Mobile's hotspot access.
Right.
Than pay, and just because, I mean, I could probably walk 5 feet and find a T-Mobile hotspot. You know what I mean?
They're pretty much all over the place in major cities, yeah.
Yeah, and it would be cheaper and wouldn't have to worry about caps because $44, I'm sure that's not a full...
Well, you know what
there's a lot of stuff that we'll
see.
There's a lot of we'll sees about the iPhone.
Well,
but I think you're right. I think that the reason why they're doing this, to bring it to Windows, is to allow people to develop applications for the iPhone. That's interesting.
Yeah. There's got to be something else, though.
At least Java applications. That's the other thing. Is there's no application developer kit for the iPhone. There's no third-party applications. They've said that.
They announced that. Yeah. At the conference, they said basically you have to develop.
From the beginning. Yeah.
They're saying the way that you can do it is by making a web application, which is kind of like.
Come on, are you kidding me?
Everyone was kind of thought that was lame.
That's stupid. Because then, if you're not connected to the internet, you can't have that application on your iPhone.
Right.
Like,
it's not really an application. It's an internet thing.
Although theoretically, I guess you could download it and then point your browser to a local thing on the flash memory or whatever.
The one thing I hope that I will say that I hope they have is that if you are at a website, like if you did go to the Dig widget and you wanted the icon on your desktop, or on the front screen of the phone, allow me to say, okay, throw this on the front screen of my phone. Because right now the way they're showing it working is you launch the web browser, you kind of go to your favorites, you find it, and then you're like that's just,
why would they do anything different?
Well,
they don't want third-party applications.
It's not an application, it's an icon.
Yeah, but they want to own that space. They want to make sure that is a specific view that you get when your iPhone's
Well, then make something called favorites that I can just click on it and it goes. I don't know.
But in a connected story as to a reason why Alex will be downloading Safari for Windows, the next story is Safari browser, the ultimate porn browser? 2,119 people dug the story, submitted by KO5. For Windows users who don't know this...
Windows. You and I both get caught saying that.
Safari makes one hell of a porn browser. It has a mode called Private Browsing. It was originally intended for entering secret information like credit cards because it doesn't store cookies, history, or any other things. This is the perfect porn browser for your needs, and no one will ever find out. Hello, my new browser for porn.
The reason why this is cool is because Safari
I had no idea
is smart. Oh, no.
I had no idea.
The reason why this is a really cool feature is because if you're in Firefox and you want to clear your history, just for whatever, it doesn't have to be porn, it can be anything.
Does it control alt something, right?
Well, and it clears your entire history. It gets rid of everything. So you're like, oh, I can't remember that. What this does is you say enable private browsing, and it just takes you temporarily out of the loop.
Now that is awesome.
Isn't that awesome? Because then you don't lose all your history, and it's like everything's still there, you know?
That's really cool. I had no idea that functionality was there. I say thank you. I will be installing Safari.
It was so funny because I was getting ready for you to be so like anti-Safari thing, and then you're like, but wait a second.
Well, I am. I think it's stupid,
Right.
except for browsing porn.
Well, now you have...
I have a reason. They
You have a
are
reason.
Safari install Windows plus one. Right
Watch
now.
it get like 12% market share just because of that
It
feature.
may. It may.
That would be awesome if it overtakes like Firefox and they're like, we don't understand
No,
it.
Firefox. No,
Safari
Firefox,
came out of nowhere.
Dude, the next version of Firefox will have a
Private? Yeah,
browsing.
totally. Absolutely.
They call it porno browsing.
I don't know if they'd
So
call that.
funny. Well, but even if it's not for porno, even if it's like, you want to go to your Wells Fargo thing and you want to make sure you're not being tracked.
Yeah,
or
totally.
you go to some semi-shady site that doesn't have to do with porn, maybe it has to do with something else, you're not really, whatever. Let's make it nice. You're getting flowers for your mom, and she's visiting, and you don't want her to be able to go, hey, why were you at 1-800-Flowers.com?
Right.
Good idea.
There you
Anyway, but it's not a great browser, so why download it? For this.
go. Oh, all the security holes that they said they had with it?
Oh, that was the funny thing. Was
That's all
literally
scary.
45 minutes. I mean, talk about the perfect example of all these people that are talking about how Apple is so much more secure.
Well-
and then everybody else is going, it's because nobody cares to do it. They released their browser for Windows, and within 45 minutes, security holes popped
Right,
up.
but that's due to Windows, not due to...
I'm sure that's what they say. I just think it's funny.
All right.
All right, next story.
Next story, Bob Barker takes final bow on The Price is Right. Oh, Prager,
I need another one.
we need another beer.
It's right there, isn't it?
No, I wish.
What?
Oh, yeah, it is
Yeah.
here. Do we have a opener?
Yeah, I told him to get one. Should be right next to it.
Prager didn't get it. I would tell you to do the back-to-back thing, but that's going to explode all over my couch.
Oh, so it's already doing it on my couch?
We never did the back-to-back thing on your couch. I did the quick pop.
I don't want you to start talking about that. We never did the back-to-back thing on your couch.
No, there has never been any back-to-back.
No.
So,
right,
Bob Barker. Bob Barker takes the final bow, Price is Right. This is sad.
Dude, this is a downer show.
2,230 people dug this story.
Oh, we had the porn thing.
Who did? That kind of brought it up. Bob Barker, been doing it for 35 years.
Ooh, this is
America's
an old one.
longest running game show. 5 decades on network television.
Jesus. 5 decades?
Is that insane? So, Barker's going to go next. He's going to die. I hate to say
Why
it.
did you say, well, yeah,
I
what was
hate
your
to
thing
say it,
about that?
but when old people stop doing what they normally do,
Yeah.
they get old real quick. Do you know what I mean?
True. No, it is true.
Have you ever seen anybody like
Not personally, but I know what you mean where you're
they have this routine and then all of a sudden they stop doing it and then it's just
game over.
game over. They break a hip or something. And he's like 83.
Yeah, he's 83.
He's getting up there.
Yeah.
I like Bob Barker
He
though.
looks spry for 83,
He's a
though.
pimp though. The girls that he brought in there?
Every day.
Seriously.
Banging models.
You know, he did very well.
He better have, because that's the only reason we watch that show.
Oh,
Because you're like, dude, he's hitting all those things? Yeah.
there's some really attractive women on that show, no
Hell
doubt.
yeah. So get on with yourself there, Bob. I wonder what you're going to do in retirement.
Probably play golf,
Fish?
That's what you kind of do.
Fishing.
That's fun.
Yeah. Hey,
Or
I like
retire.
golfing and fishing.
Well, we're gonna retire.
When am I?
Both of us.
When are we?
Sure.
Do we have to do it together? Or
No,
can
we
do
can do
it
it separately.
I don't know. I don't really want to retire ever, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I want to keep doing.
Your dad's retired recently.
Yeah, he did just retire.
Oh.
I don't know if he's trying to figure out what he wants to do.
How old's your dad?
54, 5, 6, something like that. 54, 55, 56, something like that. 54,
My dad's been retired for a few years now.
5, 6, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
How's he liking it?
He likes it. He's always wanting to go fishing, so we're gonna go plan
that's
some
good.
fishing trips.
Oh yeah, didn't you go fishing up near Redmond? Or
I did, and right outside of Reading. Yeah,
Reading. Not Redmond, Reading.
in Sacramento River. It was fun.
I did Reading Municipal Airport, free Wi-Fi.
Nice.
I will say that till the day I die. Next story. Average white kid gets owned by his parents over World of Warcraft. 3,381 people dug the story submitted by blank space because I didn't fill it in. Why didn't I fill it in?
Moogle.
Moogle?
Yep.
That's probably why. Stupid name. No, I'm just kidding. This is completely hilarious. I've never listened to something so satisfying. Listen to this kid cry over World of Warcraft because his parents are telling him to get off, but he doesn't want to.
What?
He cries and yells back at his parents.
I've never done this before.
Are speaking so softly and kindly with him. I would never get this sort of talk back.
Back talk.
Back talk. Slap back.
Listen to this kid.
This guy.
I will. Mom, trust me.
So he has TeamSpeak turned on,
Yeah.
and it's voice activated, so it's only
Although
picking
I
up
think
when.
it's Ventrilo because when it
Ventrilo.
says like,
Mom, please.
this is what his group in World of Warcraft is hearing.
They are laughing. You have.
Please, Mom,
If-
I want to finish this so badly. Please.
And then his dad comes in and is like,
I'm getting the group and we just started.
He spent all this time getting the group, and we just started. Now, the worst is when he starts crying. Hold on, here it comes. He's gonna be crying.
yeah, here it comes.
Crying over it.
She goes, "Are you crying for it?" He's like, "No, I'm not
He's like,
crying over it."
no.
I love it when the dad walks in. And he's like, "I'm plugging the cord," and he's like, "No!" Just freaks out.
I want
Were
to
you
call the
ever
kid
that
and find
bad?
out- No, Jesus, no. I mean, I hated when my parents didn't let me go snowboarding and stuff, but I wasn't like,
Oh, I wasn't that. I didn't ever complain about like that. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, my parents did take away my computer several times.
really?
Oh yeah, dude.
For porn,
No,
using Safari.
no. Well, there was no internet. I was on BBSs back then.
Yeah, but there was porn on BBSs. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, there was all over the BBSs,
Yeah.
of course.
That's no reason to go on.
But no, I was just downloading just all kinds of stuff. But anyway, like bomb plans and stuff. Like you just download whatever.
Jesus.
No, it's the same fire. Stuff. That's all there was to do. But what was interesting is when I got bad grades, like if I came in like had a bad grade in the subject, my mom. Oh no, actually, it wasn't really bad grades. It was like if I sassed back or just
Sassed
or
back.
acted up like.
It sounds like something you hear on The Simpsons. Don't you sass back.
That's exactly what like my mom would say to me, and so
Sass back? That's awesome.
Yeah,
I wanna
totally.
use that on my kid,
So-
dog, or whatever. Somebody sass
don't you
back.
sass back. She would.
Don't you sass back and
She'd
be
come
Kevin.
and unplug the cord in my from my. She'd take the keyboard away.
Smart. chick.
Smart,
Hell
smart.
yeah. She goes, you want to talk about it, or should I just take the keyboard?
Right, and
Oh,
so
look, who's playing now? And you're like,
Oh,
nothing works on mouse.
it's well, it wouldn't even boot up. You can't boot a computer without a keyboard.
Not anymore. No, I mean,
Can you now?
You can now, yeah.
Yeah, well, back then you couldn't, and so what would happen is what I did is I drilled 2 holes down into my desk, and I put a U bracket over the cable. And then I screwed 2 little screws on the very end, the very bottom, and which is really hard to do. And then she would unplug it and she'd try and pull it, and it would hit the big like 8-pin DIN, like freaking whatever it was at the bottom. She'd try and pull it, and she couldn't. She was pissed. And then obviously she's not gonna get in there and take the time to like unscrew that stuff, you know.
Did you just cut your keyboard cord?
I don't remember what happened.
what
I remember my there was like an argument between my mom and my dad. My mom's like, "We need to take that away," and my dad's like, "It's good for him. He's learning a lot." But it's like I was just like, "Yeah, I am."
You're like, yeah, go sass back, mom.
It was just oh man.
That is
Fights
awesome.
over computers suck because that's like your machine.
I don't think I ever had any. My parents never were big on taking my computer stuff away.
Yeah, but you probably had girlfriends. See, I didn't have. I was a nerd. Like, and I'm not talking a good nerd. I'm talking about like when you're a nerd in the early '90s.
Yeah.
You didn't get anything. Like no girls,
I
no
know.
nothing. Like if you liked computers, that was frowned upon. Now it's like cool if you're into computers.
I know, believe me, I know. I was there.
Okay.
We lived through the 90s. We
It
survived.
sucked, man.
We survived the desperate times that were the 1990s.
What age did you kiss the first girl you ever hooked up with?
Like hooked up with?
Not like put it down.
No, I got that. Hooked up with.
Like just like maybe like a little bit kissing, like maybe a little
Yeah, I hear you. I hear where you're
little double,
fucking there.
little double.
I don't know what that means.
Second base.
Oh, I was like double. I was like, yeah, I did that. What are you talking about?
No,
With
not
like
that.
fudge?
Oh,
No, that's not what I meant. I meant like
jeez.
double fudge cookies.
All
I'm
right.
gonna say probably either sophomore or junior year in high school. Yeah.
That's good. Mine was junior year.
Yeah.
Mine was junior year.
Yeah, where I really did
I-
some throwing down.
Yeah, junior year is when it all began. All right.
And we never looked back.
And we never looked back.
Good times. Next story.
Next story is about a teen who stabs a burglar. This is an awesome, awesome story. So let me find it right here. Teen stabs burglar.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the
I
story.
thought you had it open.
I
You should
did.
have.
I don't see it. Do you see it here?
That's not even the right list.
Oh, that's why, because I went to show you the site.
Yeah,
Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay, 4,711 people tell you the story. Teen stabs burglar with samurai sword after trying to steal his PS3 with video. So, this is a quote from the teen. He says, "Once I saw him running back, I jumped off my bunk bed and I grabbed my sword and I just waited for him."
How awesome is that? He said that the guy came out of his sister's room and he stabbed him through the chest with his samurai sword. And he freaked out and like went and hid in a closet or something.
So
It was 2.
well, he's 15.
Yeah.
So you probably, if you stab someone in the chest,
They're gonna
I think
freak out.
anyone freaks out and runs and hides in the
Yeah.
closet for a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
something. Oh no, canine officer located the burglar hiding behind the neighbor's palm tree.
How was he doing? Did they say the burglar died or?
No, he's fine. He's arrested. There were 2 though, and the second one is still out and about. The one thing that was interesting, I think this is great because I think if somebody's gonna come into your house, dude, you got a sword, you fucking kick that guy's ass. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But the mom did say something, which was,
If he had a gun,
Yeah.
I could have lost one of my children.
yeah.
I don't believe so. He had a sword. I mean,
I don't think anybody, who brings
it
a sword
depends
to
on
a
how good you are
gunfight?
with your sword.
Well, that's true. I mean, I have a feeling the guy would have been shot, through the chest, dropped the gun.
What do you do if somebody pulls the gun on you and you have a sword in your hand? Depends on how far away, I guess.
Yes, because if you're 20 feet, you drop the sword and go, sorry. But if you're very close, I don't know. All that shit happens so fast.
Yeah, but you just
About
yell
it.
something. I think you just go like, "Dad, grab him," and then he looks around and you chop his arm off.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you just come up with that now, or have you thought about that
Well, I'm just
before?
saying, like, if you want to distract him quickly and then chop his arm off as quick as possible.
Yeah, grab him. It's good.
It's like that game that we're going to be talking about in a little bit. Or sponsor.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that.
That's what got me thinking about it because we were checking out the demo.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well, it's good that he's alive and that the guy's in jail. Because
props to the kid for
Dude, yeah,
having a sword
yeah.
handy and having the balls to grab it.
No doubt, dude. No doubt. His sister was hiding in a closet, and he was like, F that. I'm going to get my samurai sword, which is why I bought this thing. My parents are happy that I have a subscription to the Asian Worlds of Martial Arts catalog, and now I'm going to put this through his chest hole.
Dude, everybody.
Like, yeah. And, dude, he didn't, like, wield it and say, stop, drop, and roll. He fucking stabbed him in the chest.
That's nuts. He is going to be a
Awesome.
hero at school.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, so tell me.
Cheerleaders, blowjobs. That's what this kid needs. What? Right?
No.
I would go into high school and be like, yeah, I'm the guy that stabbed the guy in the chest with the samurai
You
sword.
pretty much wear the sword to high school.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And they have to let you, I think.
Halloween? Ninja.
Dude, Halloween, go as yourself.
There you go.
Go as the kid that stabbed the fucker in the chest.
But we should tell kids if somebody does break in and you have a sword,
Call the police and hide in the bed.
call the police. Call the police and hide. Because they could have a gun, and that's what it gets
Don't be a
scary.
hero. That's-
Yeah, nobody wants a hero.
Although,
Good show, kind of okay.
this man is a hero.
Yes. I started watching it, Heroes.
Oh, yeah. Well, how many episodes are you in?
I'm like
You gotta
12
go-
in, and I still don't know if I like it.
I think that means you don't like it.
Is that what it is?
Well, I can't imagine that you'd be like, well, 12 in.
Here's what kills me. I'm just gonna throw one thing out there real quick.
Throw it.
The girl that sees herself in the mirror that has another girl that's like fighting
Yeah,
with her and
the
like
Hulk
you don't
chick.
know which one it is. She's just crazy. She's just crazy. She's just like multiple personalities. She has no power. She's just crazy.
Well, no, she has superhuman strength.
Oh, I didn't know that yet.
Well, I mean, the shit that she's been able to do
Well, she kills a few people.
with her bare hands
Oh,
and
okay.
eviscerates them. and they're big guys.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Keep watching.
All right.
She makes a little.
Did she
bit
get better?
more. No, she's my least favorite character. She's
Okay.
most people's least favorite character.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I do like Hirokomo.
Hero Nakamura.
Yeah.
Naga.
Yeah, he's cool.
Good times. All right. So Tenchu Z is the latest new game for the Xbox 360. Master the arts of Stealth Z using your keen senses of a wide array of ninja weaponry to become the ultimate ninja assassin. Immerse yourself in feudal Japan as you take on more than 50 different missions to assassinate wrongdoers, gather information, track enemies, and collect or destroy targets. Customize your ninja. This gets really cool in a second here. Customize your ninja by earning new costumes, accessories, and power-ups as you successfully complete each mission. Play solo offline or 2 to 4 player multiplayer co-op via Xbox Live.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. This game looks really, really fun. It looks a lot like the Metal Gear Solids or the Splinter Cells.
Mm-hmm.
But you're a freaking ninja.
Well, the thing I liked about it is that it's more about the stealth. You know what I mean? It's about sneaking around and finding your enemy, ducking, getting behind them, dropping down from the ceiling, and then pretty much it has the same effects that you would see on like Kill Bill, where like you stab out,
Lots
pull
of
out, and
stabbing.
the blood just sprays out.
And dude, co-op is amazing.
That is cool.
I love anytime anybody says co-op online multiplayer, I am in like Flynn. Plus, I saw some really cool images where the guy was actually stealth. Like you can get different abilities like stealth, where you are literally invisible and you can come out of the wall and be like, surprise!
That's cool.
Dude, good time. So it's gonna be coming out. It's not out yet.
Right. There's a demo out.
Craig, there's a demo out on
Probably out about right now. Like,
out of
Is it out?
about right
It's
now.
yeah. It's right about now.
Well, you can also download the demo on the Xbox Live Marketplace and check it out. I have it sitting at my in my Xbox at home, so I can't wait to check it out.
Nice.
So thank you, Ten Suzy.
Yes. Thank you very much. All right, GoDaddy, get your .com domain name for $1.99 on any new non-domain purchase. Plus, as a special Diggnation viewer, enter the code DIG2 at checkout and get $5 off your order of $30 more. Get your piece of the internet, GoDaddy.com. So, I bought a few more domains.
Yeah.
I've been stockpiling them because I've been domaining. I call it domaining lately because I've been like thinking about domain names that I want for various different stuff. And you know what I get on GoDaddy that I really like? I don't just buy the domain. I get that privacy stuff
Oh, me too, dude.
because it's an extra couple bucks a year.
So worth it. You don't even know.
And then I put in our code and save that money. But it's nice because it hides all of your information,
That's great.
which is great.
No, it's great. I wish I had known that earlier when I bought a couple domain names and like
Right.
a couple numbers slipped out and I changed them. I was like, nah, all right.
So I have 2 that aren't hidden, and I don't know how to make them hidden. Do you know how to do that?
Good luck.
I don't know how to do that.
What were the 2 domains?
I'm not gonna say because then people will go look at my whois information. But I'm gonna change the address. I gotta figure out how to make them hidden. I'm sure it's there. I just haven't looked
Well,
at
go
it.
to GoDaddy.
I will. .com.
They'll do it. So, buttons on my pants. Are we gonna do this?
Oh, yep. I want to say check out System episode number 10, which is a new episode of a show on Revision 3 called System. I'm sure
Yes.
you've heard and seen it.
Yes.
There is I'm in it actually. We make one of the dig buttons, the dig
in
it
this
buttons.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We make a dig it button, but also check out digthedigbutton.com because it's a live webcam looking at a dig button that when you dig the story through the API, it goes out and actually increases the dig count on the live webcam. So it's just a cool little project. Basically, it's for people that want to learn how to get into electronics. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, totally.
Is that not working?
No.
Digthedigbutton.com.
That's okay.
It didn't work? That's
Figure
weird.
it out.
Anyway, so check that out.
Yep. We are going. You want to do that next part?
Yes. So we have one little thing
We'll call it business.
business thing to talk about when it
Yeah.
comes to Revision 3.
Yeah.
So we offer our Diggnation downloads are released early to paying members on
Yes.
what day?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So it goes out to everyone on Saturday, and there's this certain website out there
Yeah.
that takes the content early and charges people for it outside of Revision 3. We'll ask for donations.
Yeah.
But the most important thing that really sucks, and I really wish they would do this, is they don't report the numbers back to Revision 3.
So we have no idea how many people are actually watching our show, and they're paying some guy that has nothing to do with our show, and we can't tell advertisers about that, so we
Right.
can't get the right amount of numbers for people who are watching the show, and so in the end of then it just hurts us.
Right, so exactly. So basically the way that Revision 3 makes money, the way that we can actually continue to create these shows is that we have to report to the advertisers how many people watch it.
Right.
And when a big chunk of that goes away, it sucks because we have a team of like, how many people are at Rev 3 now, Prayer?
Right now,
Yeah.
Eight.
Eight people
Plus I have
that
to fly up here.
is their full-time jobs to do content on the web. So anyway, if you are doing that, please help us out and just download it when you're supposed to, and don't support the guys that are trying that aren't giving us the numbers and all that stuff.
At the very least, don't pay some guy because he's feeding you up something that we're totally willing to give you for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And we don't ever want to charge for our stuff, so this is always for people that have been willing to help us out. So thanks to all of the people that have done that.
Now, speaking of giving back.
Yes.
We have something that we would like to give back to you.
We do indeed. Let's just at least hold it up so we can show people how big the freaking box is.
This is the VOF. Look at this honkin' super sexy device. This is the Octave 01. This is an MP3 playing. Whoa.
Shit, I'm trying to look at the camera.
Yeah, right. Awesome. This is an MP3 speaker system, totally high end. Not only does it have amazing speaker acoustics, but it has Jesus.
I think I can support it. I can support it with one hand.
He's gonna try, and then he's gonna strain his pinky. He's gonna be broken. His pinky broken pinky. But it also
26 pounds. It says it on the shipping weight.
No doubt. It also has inputs for your TV, so you can use this as your TV speaker. Also has video out. So
okay,
it's
heavy. Come on.
All right.
Over.
So if you have a Zune connected to it, you can actually do the video out from the Zune to your TV.
Right.
Which is super cool. Anyway, the guys at Valve sent us one.
Did you get one of these?
To send...
You have one at your house. I know.
No,
you
I
did.
don't.
You didn't get one for free?
No, I don't.
Because if you did, I want one. Even though I don't have a Zune, but I still want
I
it.
know. I was like, what are you talking about? I love that banter, that witty banter that we have. But
we have
anyway,
this thing.
We want to give one of these bad boys away.
Right.
So we were kind of trying to think about it, and we're going to sign the box just for funsies because we can. And we want to thank the guys at Valve. I think it's Valve, VAF, VAF.
VAF Research.
It's an Australian company.
Huh.
But we want to thank you guys for sending these over.
Yes.
And
you said these. That means you have one.
no, you got me confused.
You do have one.
Shut your pie hole.
I want one if you got one.
I have one. Now listen, we're gonna sign this, and we were trying to figure out.
I don't even have a Zune. So
I know. I don't even know what you're talking about. We're having an argument that doesn't. There's no.
You know how it goes. If one of us gets something, we have to. The other person gets one too.
I know. It's code among thieves. But we were trying to figure out how best to give these away.
Right. So why don't we do a non-contest contest?
That's exactly what we decided. Right. And so the non-contest contest that we're gonna do is promote Diggnation.
Yes. In any way that you possibly can, like kind of like expressive, creative ways. Yes. Like if you're at a giant football game, an NFL football game, and you want to paint your body, Diggnation on it, and you get on the TV. Send us a picture. Right. Or if you are in a, so that would be like a kind of a fraternity thing to do. Sure. So if you're in a sorority, you could probably paint your body. I'm sure that would be awesome. No, I'm just saying, like, if it's equal. We're equal. Come on, dude, I love it. So send us pictures at not fans at totally right. Diggnation fans. Dignationfans@gmail.com. We're gonna go through, and the most creative use of the Diggnation logo. The subject line is VAF. VAF pick. Hot. Girls included. Sure. If there is, because we want to be able to... Well, if there is, filter quickly. Filter quickly to the winning one. So this is we need to find the winner, so we need to go sort. We're totally judging, and you know how based we are. And all your bases belong to us. We're not judging. We're picking at random the best ones. That doesn't make any sense. Well, we can't have a contest. This isn't an official contest. No, it's not a contest. It's a random It's a random... No purchase necessary. No purchase necessary. See site for details. Value 0.001 cents. What? It always says that on contest things. Oh, this is. So that means like if they didn't win, they would get a penny or something. I don't understand. I can get a penny for all the shit that I didn't win? No, yes, you can. Actually, a lot of pennies. Dude, write them. I gotta email some people. We will probably not send you pennies. Right. But that's it. So thank you, Vav, and thank you, fans, for sending us their stuff. We wanted to thank people for helping out and supporting for the beer fund. Right. Which is, we thank you for these as well. We do want to make it clear,
we're getting a lot of support, and we can't read off everybody's name
Right.
and thank everybody personally. So what we do is we usually just choose 3 or 4 people off the list to thank at the end of each show. So if you don't hear your name, we're sorry. We love you and thank you. Your beer tastes sweet as the nectar of the gods.
That's very true. I already drink mine. I need another one.
But yeah. So we're gonna do. So I do want to say thanks to a couple different people like Steven Rosebush.
Is that a rose?
Rosebush, that's awesome.
Nice.
And Mike Gaines.
Joe Evans.
And James Sidden.
Yes, and also to let people know, obviously we're getting donations for beers. We can't drink that many beers, so when we do a live Diggnation, we are going to buy beer for people, and you will be able to have free beer when you come drink with us.
Yes. So thank you very much. Beer for Diggnation if you want to help out. And that is it for this week's edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Kevin Rose. Until next time, download Safari.
Safari.